Hi everybody, I'm Victor Brick and welcome to February's Good Old Uncle Vic. I've got to do this quick because it's 2 days after the Super Bowl and I am wearing a Baltimore Ravens jersey here in San Francisco. You see behind us the Rock, Alcatraz. You see over to my right the Golden Gate Bridge. If you listen closely, you might be able to hear the sea lions to the right. And here we are in San Francisco. I'm probably going to get heckled in a couple of minutes. But last Sunday, we were in New Orleans, NOLA, for the Super Bowl, of course, where the Ravens played the San Francisco 49ers. And I knew it was a good omen when we landed and the whole city was bathed in purple. And it was bathed in purple because purple is the color for New Orleans. It's the color for Mardi Gras, which is next week. Actually, I believe it's this week. We ran into Jerry Sandusky, actually, doing a live broadcast outside the Hilton. And he said that the Raven fans outnumber the 49er fans 8-1. But I tell you, when we got to the stadium, when we got inside the stadium, inside the Superdome, it was a different story. It appears that a lot of the Raven fans went down, but not all of them had tickets, of course, a lot more than San Francisco 49ers. And when we got into the stadium was pretty much evenly divided between the 49ers and the Ravens. And you all know, of course, when the game started, the Ravens really came to play. They jumped out to a 21-6 lead at the end of the first half. And then, of course, Jacoby Jones ran the opening kickoff of the second half back, 108 yards for a touchdown, and all of a sudden it looked like a blowout. And then, whether it was by what they said a power surge, or whether it was the Caltech techies messing around with the power grid at the Superdome and hacking in and overloading it, either way, somehow, of course, the whole stadium went dark. And the next thing you know, we're in a 35-minute game delay. And I'm telling you, if you were in the stands, you could just feel the energy sucked right out of the arena. And you could see the Ravens on their sideline beginning to lose focus, and the 49ers on their sideline, you could see them beginning to relax and get more focus. And of course, sure enough, when the blackout, when the power came back on, the 49ers quickly scored 14 straight points, and all of a sudden it was a ball game. But to the Ravens' credit, they didn't panic. And in the fourth quarter, when they really needed it, they put together 2 long drives, both resulting in field goals. And of course, at the end of the game, they made the greatest defensive effort probably in the history of the franchise, stopped the 49ers first and goal from the 5 with 3 minutes to go, and then of course ended up winning 34-31 after they intentionally took a safety. And I'll tell you, isn't that how life is? You know, 1 minute you're doing great and it looks like you got the world by the tail, and the next minute your whole world's crumbling and things that you can't control around you are falling apart. And it all is really how you react to it. And all the credit goes to the Ravens. All the things they put up with this season, the injuries, and then they came ready to play and they were ready to blow out their opponent, and then the power outage, and all of a sudden they had to start over, and the 49ers came at them and they had to withstand the best shot that the 49ers had. They had to pull it together and finally make a superhuman effort, a heroic effort in the shadow of their own goal posts to hold off the opposition, hold off the 49ers and claim the championship. And the thing that the Ravens said to a man, they said they knew the 49ers were going to come back and they weren't going to walk away with it, but they also knew, not one of them ever doubted that they were going to win. And that's how it's got to be with you. Sometimes, as I said, life's going great, and then things start to fall apart, things beyond your control, and it's all how you react to it. And at the end of the day, you've got to stay positive, you've got to believe in yourself, and you've got to believe in a positive outcome. Because for most things in life, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're probably right. Now, we hope you enjoyed this Uncle Vic. And for a text version of this Uncle Vic, or for past tips for Uncle Vic, you can visit our website at www.brickbodies.com. And we close every Uncle Vic with a thought for the day. And the thought for today is Vicky Brick's favorite saying, and that is, doubt is the killer of dreams. Until we meet again, that's it from good old Uncle Vic.